minimum say once me start here na make say anya hwe ye ba no entertainment industry ni dia wo ye top notch e wompa. What has been the NPP's government impact our creative industry ni?
Zero.
Oh.
Yes, me catch you zero.
How?
Yes, it will be a friend of the culture, arts, and tourism industries, and the tourism, culture, and art industry. Almost 8 years ago, almost sharing about 21 promises.
21 promises.
21 different promises. We'll be one on manifesto. We'll be pull on manifesto. I have it on my for me to me pull on. Out of the 21 manifesto, 21 promises, no, I'll be me not for me let me be here. Then I'll read all of it to you. Let me bisa and I'll be a tea biano. You be some say, oh my entias here, dear him and on my amay. So it's been zero.
Nothing. Nothing. No more can say, oh, the year of return ye buy ye and go for buy Ghana buy my say creative artist care buy 1 year some ketwa.
The thing about the NPP and say, bad, they like to take things that currently exist and then turn it around and brand it. No more job. I mean, sure I say.
So year of return was in existence before.
Okay, so year of return now no more they buy. Largely, the real idea of the real return on the buy, it failed. The real idea of real return on the buy was to promote yen slave heritage, which is Binyame na air koso with Panafest. That is what Panafest was doing, promoting Ghana's slave heritage. So I say, yeah, forts and castles, because there are over 40 forts and castles within the country. And West Africa, Ghana, Ebibia, that has the most forts and castles, which means that has a lot of touch points of slave trade. You know? It's here. So I say, so the idea was that the 400 years of the return of the slave, which was inaugurated in US, and there were different African countries that wanted to position themselves as the go-to place. Africans in the diaspora, no, some be fear. You come to Kenya, was pushing for it. Nigeria was pushing for it. Ghana was pushing for it. So they were pushing the idea. Say, in 2019, Tichu, between the summer period, August, September, June, July, August, September, you could see October. No, they are trying to get a lot of the diasporans, no, a baby fee, and they'll come in here. They launch a campaign. They try to push an idea, and Amfa no. Now you will be a issue Kruma say every December, as far as I know. Start 2019, you know, when it happened, and I'm branding intent to make a friend a year of return. Now, what am I talking about? Every December, bia, young Ghana from one money, they come back home. It is Bibia na ewo Kruma say ya. Maybe no more two coin, they replicated it almost the Brunia. Was a more Accra, Ghana, you was hard na, you drew Brunia, Oku Krum. Yuntina. And no popular you buy or being cassette 24 of Kurum. It is because of this phenomenon. It's Ghana for now, that were part of this phenomenon. No, it do December be a mobifi. Obi Kaime. Every activity that happened in 2019 was happening before 2019 and had people coming. Look, Afrochella and shall say 2019. I shall say way before 2019. I'm a friend of your return. Now I'm for so Eba Pepe. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Rapaholic was happening 7 years prior to 2019. So I called it Rapaholic. There was a number of show. As far as I remember, Akwaba UK for no. Omona Omosha says some promote events. Every London from the late 90s. Nearby say last 3 days or 4 days of the year into New Year. No, they promote Dennis Teria. Nobody London for Naba. No my party no more. So this has been happening over time. Late 90s, 2000s, ABC and Neno. So 2019, what happened to different? It was the same thing that happened in December.
Afrochella,
Rapaholic, Aquaba parties, Afro Nation. In fact, Afro Nation, I worked on Afro Nation. Yeah, and Afro Nation, first Afro Nation or Chroma 2019. However, Afro Nation was supposed to come into the country at least a year before, a year and a half before.
Oh, okay.
And I buy some delays here and there, Then we did, what's it called, Afro Nation in 2019. Okay. So all these things have been happening, and Afro Nation happened because over time, from the late 90s, December, Ghanaians in the diaspora come back home, or Africans in the diaspora come to Ghana in December. Ghana is always busy. Obiabeka just say every December be a traffic back room. Yes, summer back room and all of this. Yes. Yes. So now we were looking to promote our slave heritage and driving people into the country between a particular point in time in 2019. Because we worked on a particular event, there were a Cox event in 2019 August. We didn't have the people.
So the main mechanism, but I see year of return
was to repeat the Panafest AMI. Was a Panafest was bringing the black dash, and then from December they were coming within a particular period. They go to Cape Coast. There were a number of activities. It was positive. Not Ghana, Africa, the whole world. Any na Ghana. Take your mind back to Panafest from 94, 95. In fact, Hip Life, the story of Hip Life began fully from Panafest. Because 94, Reggie Roston had come back home on Panafest. Into Oba Horn from Panafest. This was somebody that was rapping already, was an entertainer, he was a dancer. And the story of the branding of what he was doing as Hip Life, it began from that Panafest 94 story. So this is how it's been evolving. It's about saying at December in Ghana, which has always been good for Ghana. They be a man for a back room no ye. A band saying I won't call by 2019. You branded as your return. Now I can say, I had the wabo homody. At the end of your file. Say events no more and one or two cow, and I want to born who drew, and I then away your file. Nothing. But most importantly, share bo, a buying we a share bo. 21 different promises to the tourism, art, and culture space. Omo bano, omo say, but I couldn't say. Also, they will transform the Ghana Tourist Authority into a modern and efficient institution, including invest in tourism IT, UT, as an enabler to improve knowledge and sharing of information about tourism opportunities in the country. Did it happen or not? Have they digitized their processes? Today, I doubt in process GTA if they have a very proper website in Pana, proper online campaigns. They haven't done that. Okay. Almost say they will engage with the diaspora as a source of socio-economic and cultural development. How are they looking to achieve this? How have they done this? Almost also Eka say they will establish a creative arts council that will harmonize the various interest groups. So far, when they were leaving, what I know is that the creative industry bill has been passed, but execution of it hasn't happened. It's not happened. That's one of it. Almost say they will protect the copyright of Adinkra symbols in accordance with the Copyright Act 2005, Act 690, and build a detailed inventory of all our cultural assets. They couldn't do it. And then National Folklore Board say fill up the full appointment of the board almost say they will partner with the private sector to set up a state-of-the-art hospitality teaching facility with an operational hotel, classrooms, kitchens, library, and dormitories. NCA. Obviously, they will construct modern large sitting theaters in every region capital except Accra, beginning with Takoradi, Tamale, and Kumasi. Munkoko, all the regional capitals, so almost large sitting theaters.
Okay, so Baba can
zero. So what make it 21 promises? Now we deliver back say a 0/0. Who deliver back when I say 1/21.
1/21.
Me say me kase omuntimi deliver sana, and the industry is worse off. Omo kase copyright, omo abeshan kina, omo kansem. The first group of creative arts for change edu omichi. ABC neno. The creative industry is worse off. The creative industry, there's no plan, there's no direction. And saying Yampono will be our invest to a creative industry more titu for a long time. Why invest here for so many years? We'll be see what castle be see last sitting theater so won't mean see or no way to maybe CB. When you're listening, be BBR or trade fair. Board no, any CEO no, aquashow no, a bunyama or no money na. With all the cameras and all the investment that is there, continuously making the creative industry very poor for it. Is this obia? Meanwhile, the tourism, art, and culture industries has a lot of what you be bringing him say ejuma we amoye eka creative economy anymore. Ejuma we media industry. And then over TV trend, I remember Tamana ye pese private sector eba Ghana Film Studios home no. Na omu ye hu dedi and near investment in ebe mono. And then I expand there about media general. You more radio stations are creative jobs in the first time. Maybe be brave or I say. And then media general you can as part of the creative economy. No, mean high you wouldn't have anything less than 1,000 people on your payroll.
Yeah,
across the nation. Yeah. That's creative industry. Omo buti ewo creative industry. Omo ye makeup eka creative industry no ho. Omo pama de eka creative industry no ho. Omo ye architecture design eka creative industry no ho. How are you making life better for them? Omo ye architecture mpo no. Edu baby etu de idea ye pe architects kwa no ma design our friends saying designing creating new designs for state projects, you know. Jamu Ghana for na ekwabuchi ekofo obi buy or say family and friends or madam eko buy and the project to the tune of almost about $300 million. So that's a cathedral account, 3 fair account, that might be break account.
Okay.
So when and I've always made the point say if you're looking for a particular grouper omo junior mine so make creative value a creative impact na obia time di hu fasona. You can't talk about the current government and the Nanado Bahumia led government. Okay. Most importantly, Obaye constituency 12 years near unemployment is still very high among young people. How? Because there's not been any activity, and then it is difficult. So we are bemumu blemago and I fence wenya imebunwa omododo doswa wasomon sa. And I say it obi oti bi fi constituency ni biano. O de o blemago oni mfi bia mo da mo nantimu. Yamama one month election year, ABM media tro, ABM nim the America. Go and find out or maybe my son and sa, EDOB. Monka do I say a deal immigration, police, fire service, army, and Gikao. Zilch. Meanwhile, Afibiano or Gadeska and near Payama menum. Near pay penny funibi near a show so would ye Mumbeju Kakra na wapa ne converse someone Karamaka or Bono Homodin. Meanwhile, no we central based government project if you know what is a senior Onye Bibia Coastal Development Authority a pavement block, yes or no, yeah. Chief Mama request to say AstroTurf man or Fadama or so on in a but really ask him, say. And I ask Obi say Onua Kasankasa ni legacy projects any be moisi ICT center, community center, job and youth and job center, library, any adiadeno. Need ye one here. Na goda neso.
Your friend Baba Sadiq.
Onua 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Yeah,